This is Hannibal here from the HannibalTV.com to give my weekly review of the Wrestling Observer newsletter, the points I find interesting in it. Before I get into that, I'll congratulate the Texas heavyweight champion, the Blood Hunter, who, along with manager Selena De La Renta, retained that Texas title last night at an SWE Fury taping before a packed house at the Statler Hotel in Dallas. The Blood Hunters' opponent, Pat Ortega, was injured in the match, so I wish him a speedy recovery. You never like to see injuries. Wrestling is not ballet, it's a dangerous sport. As we saw, actually, the last couple of shows, even the Blood Hunter himself suffered injuries, and I believe all the titles were retained last night. There was no title changes in SWE Fury at the Dallas event last night. I'm still waiting for the full report on the breakdown of all the matches, of who won and lost. The man that should be in the WWE Hall of Fame, who I've interviewed, Tiny Lister, aka Zeus, who was also known as Z Gangsta in WCW, passed away last year at the age of 62. And it has come out now that it is due to hypertension and cardiovascular disease, basically heart failure. So he was a really nice guy. I enjoyed the time I spent with him. Was very sad to hear of his passing. The Chicago Tribune and also Kevin Sullivan told me this as well a couple weeks ago. Reported that Steve McMichael, who's 63 now, was in WCW and was with the Chicago Bears. He's battling ALS, which is better known as Lou Gehrig's disease, and it basically breaks down the connection between the brain and its ability to move the body. He's dropped more than 50 pounds, needs to be fed and bathed, can't hold anything with his hands. Sorry to hear about that. Diego Sanchez was released by the UFC. George Masvidal is going to start promoting bare knuckle MMA in Miami later this year. AEW this week did a 0.33. NXT did a 0.22. Raw did a 0.49. Miz and Mrs. beat NXT's rating, did a 0.24. SmackDown did a 0.54. CMLL, the oldest promotion in Mexico, has terminated its partnership with Ring of Honor. Henry Cejudo, the former MMA fighter, says he's open to wrestling, but not looking at a long career as a pro wrestler. He is a good fighter, but he's not that big, or that I've seen his promos. They don't really stand out, so I don't know if he would necessarily translate into the next Rock or Hulk Hogan or Brock Lesnar. But if you can get a payday, of course, he's going to take it. Victor Murphy checking in from San Diego. Geraldo, happy to see the packed houses in Texas. People say Texas wrestling is on fire. Will I have the Blood Hunter on my show? Anything's possible. Definitely anything is possible. However, from what I understood, the Blood Hunter and Selena De La Renta had agreed to an interview with Lacey Von Erich at the event in Dallas yesterday, but for whatever reason, it didn't happen. Maybe Lacey is afraid of the Blood Hunter. Who knows? Hugh says heart attacks aren't always from drugs. Healthy people can have them. I mean, it's no secret that steroids aren't good for your body. I don't know if he ever took them, but he was massive. And I'm not saying anything for or against them, but if you're that young, dying of a heart attack, maybe that has a little something to do with it. But I'm certainly not pointing any fingers. He can do whatever he wants, and he had a lot of success as an actor and was an underrated wrestler. Barley Broker can start lifting again this week. Pubert likes to see the Blood Hunters' performance in SWE. Well, I think he's for sure the most violent wrestler in SWE. And right now, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm just going to finish my coffee here. Thank you for your comments. I hope that they get some of that footage to me in the next week. I don't know exactly what they're doing with all that footage that they shot yesterday, but from what I understand, some of it will be allowed on my channel and some of it will be on the SWE Furies channel. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. I personally want to see the Ivali's match from yesterday. I actually picked her up at the airport yesterday too. Nice young lady. Have a great afternoon, everybody.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Support us on